Morning traders, I hope you're doing really well. It's the 12th of September 2019 and let's get started. Okay, this is our morning call. I've got a few pairs on a watch list and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So today at 12:45 we have one of the biggest news for Euro. We've got their rate cuts as well as their monetary policy statement. And then also at 1:30 we have the ECB, which is the Euro Central Bank press conference. So these three data are going to be very, very important for the euro. We are going to see quite a lot of volatility in the market, and I am going to be keeping you guys updated. If euro keep if they keep the rates at 0.0, we are going to see euro rally to the upside. But however, we need to see what the monetary policy is got to be said, because the monetary policy is where we get a lot of volatility, because we need to see what they are going to be doing. Are they going to be bringing up a stimulus package which may help the economy grow, or are they just going to be explaining the reasons for keeping the rates the same or cutting the rates? So it's going to be quite important just to find out what really happens. Then at 1:30 we have USD CPI and core CPI. Also we have on Friday core retail sales for USD. So we are going to see some USD movement around New York session around 2 p.m. So with all that being said, let's move on to the charts. I'm currently short on this trade. I sent it out this morning at around 133 and 199. So we're currently 20 pips in profit. I am trying to take this back down to 132,500. 132. Yes, 132,500, which is about 80 pips from where we are, 90 pips to where we are. So let's just stops just above yesterday's daily high, bringing it in. Something like that, small risk to reward ratio on an hourly. So I'm keeping a close eye on this pair today, just rejecting of yesterday's daily highs. So it should be a really, really good mover, in my opinion. Really good mover. Hold on. So, with all of that being said, I do believe that we are going to see some bit more movement to the downside, all the way maybe up to 131 or even lower. Reason why I say that, we had this nice fall. If we go back to the daily time frame, okay, we've seen that price actions bounced off this monthly support and rallied all the way up. We are heading to the weekly resistance. But in order for us to make any movement up, right, we need to correct ourselves. We can't just rally up. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days straight rally to the upside, with yesterday's daily closure being a shooting star. I'm quite glad that we've got in this trade quite early in the morning, around 133 to 100 level. But I do believe that we may see some slight pullbacks to the upside. Momentum still to the upside. If we look, pulling our Fibonacci key, using our Fibonacci tool, we can see from this swing low to that swing high that we do deserve a 38.2 retracement level, which will bring us around the 32,500, the 32,300 level, which is what I'm looking for, a potential reversal point. At the same time, that's the next area where we have potential resistance as well. If we look left, we have resistance all over here. So this is the area that I am currently keeping my eyes on, okay, for price action to pop its head down so that it can tell us what it wants to do. Moving this, going down to the 4 hour, you'll see clearly previously resistance, came back, used it as an area of support, pushed up higher. That double top now making a good move to the downside. So it should, this price action should carry on the momentum to the downside. If I do see any pullbacks, if I do see any movement, I will be keeping you guys up to date. I do believe that we should be seeing price action. Bear with me just 1 second. It's crucial to put stop loss at break even at all times. Yeah, so with that being said, I do believe that price action is going to rally to the downside. Also, moving on with, let me just look on the daily. Yeah, we are getting daily rejection from yesterday's daily high, so I do believe we are going to roll over. Also, you got to take into consideration that we are in a downtrend. Price action is creating a series of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. We finally broke up, but we haven't broken this entire structure for us to say that we're no longer in a downtrend. It looks to me that if I use my Fibonacci tool from the swing high to that swing low, okay, that we are coming back to create a 71.6 rejection from this region, from this daily high. It looks to me that we can potentially roll over back down. So let's just see how GBP pairs perform for the rest of the day. But it's good that we are in that at an early point, and we have got stop loss at break even. So this is important. This is good for us, and yeah, let's get it. Okay, moving on with Euro pairs today, as we've got Euro ECB meetings. All Euro pairs yesterday have moved to the downside. Looking on the daily time frame, we can see this is Euro NZD. Its price action's been in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. We had double top rejection coming back down to retest structure. I want to see price action make its way down to as low as 0.755 level. Today with ECB, if we get negative data, I do feel like we are going to break this monthly support and push as low as this weekly support, or as low as this area here where we have 1.69. That's if we get rate cuts and we have a dovish tone. But if we don't, I could see price action resuming its trend and pushing back up to 1.73250. Either way, I am going to be keeping you guys up to date, and we could either see a 250 pip move to the upside or 250 pip move to the downside. We are going to capitalize on both. But at the moment, I just wanted to show you guys how price action is really moving on this pair. We can clearly see that we've got a nice uptrend coming in play. Are we going to bounce off this trend line and push up? Or are we going to break, retest and continue? Very, very crucial day for the euro, like I said. And I do believe that we can see either a bounce up or a break and below. But I do favour a bounce up because I am looking at trend. And it looks to me from this low to that high, that price action has just made that correction of 50%, and we could either bounce or we could fake out all the way to the 618 and then rally back up. Either scenario, I have got my eyes on this pair and I am watching it. So even if we rally to the downside 618, I just want to be able to highlight that zone so I know that it's the 618. Okay, that area here of 1.69250. I want to see if price action can come and tap into that region. Okay, and then tap out. Even if it does a knee jerk, can it go back up? That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to be keeping this falling wedge pattern in place and see if price action can bounce off this trend line. Looking at it on a 4 hour, it does look to me price action is now exhausting. We may see a period of consolidation across the board in euro pairs, but I am going to be keeping a close eye. I do feel like this is a extended push to the downside, but I do feel like we do need a push up. So let's see how price action really acts around this area of support. If we get more of a push to the downside, we just let it be. But I do favour price action or euros pushing up. Looking at Euro USD, this is my favourite pair at the moment in terms of structure wise. It's got a really good setup. Looking at it on a daily time frame, we can clearly see that price action has been in a massive downtrend throughout the entire year. Is this going to be the day where it rallies up? On a daily, I've got this morning star formation, 1, 2, 3, push to the upside, rejection of that resistance, pull back. We've got this evening star formation, but now we're rejecting the monthly support. But in doing that, what we have done is created a low, we've created a high, we've created a higher low. Okay, so it does look like price action wants to go higher. Looking on also price action here, it looks like we are creating a morning star formation again. Not only did we create morning star formation on a daily where we've got that 1, 2 bullish push, but also if you look here, we are starting to get that on a 3 hour time frame. Let me show you 3 hour time frame. We are starting to get that one rejection doji push to the upside. Looking at it on a 4 hour, I would like to see ideally a bullish engulfing. I would like to see some sort of bullish move to the upside. I have got a trend line here that I could potentially use. You see this area here? I could potentially just use this trend line and see what price action does around this trend line. If it rejects one more time and creates some sort of double bottom, that's confirmation that price action wants to go higher. And I'd like to get into the trade as early as possible before fundamentals. I don't ideally want to get into any trade during the fundamentals due to the fact that we are going to see a lot of manipulation in the market. So I would like to get into a trade just as fundamentals is about to come out, or just after a 4 hour closure to indicate that where price action really wants to go. So around 10 a.m. this morning, I am going to be looking at entering maybe 1 or 2 euro trades just before the ECB data. With all that being said, I do favour Euro USD to the upside as dollar index is making its way back down. It's made that rally move up yesterday. Looking at it on a daily time frame, we had this move here, resume trend. So we had the higher highs. So we had the lows to the highs, we had a pullback all the way to the 618 rejected, and we are seeing a pushback up to resistance. If this rallies up this morning and pushes up to 99, and we may see a push down on Euro USD, and if we push up and reject 1.0700 level, we could potentially see a sell-off from that region and continue this downtrend for Euro economy and come back down to 108 level. Because if I show you the 108 level or 107 level, there's a period in the market where there's a gap here that could be filled with this ECB data. So it's going to be crucial. I'm going to be keeping a very, very close eye on this, and I will keep you guys updated on Euro USD throughout the day. Euro CAD, similar scenario. We've got that tweezer bottom fake out, bullish engulfing, retest. We could potentially see a rally this soon to the upside. I am going to be keeping you guys up to date. If I show you on an hourly, it looks like price action was creating some sort of inverted head and shoulder. I am looking to see how price action closes around with just before how price action opens in the London session around 8:30. I am going to be keeping you guys up to date. I don't want to catch anyone or get anyone in any early trade. All right. Sorry, just Euro GBP JPY we've already done. It's making that push lower. GBP USD. Okay. And just before we go to GBP USD, let's look at Euro CAD. So Euro CAD, we've just done it. We've done Euro AUD. Similar, all Euro pairs have just made that move, to extra extended move to the downside. Look where they all are. Monthly supports, all of them, majority of them. If you look at Euro CAD, monthly support, weekly support, Euro USD monthly support, Euro NZD coming to monthly support, Euro AUD coming to monthly support, all indicating that price action is coming to some sort of area of support, and we could see a rally. Okay, we could absolutely see a rally in Euro, and if that's the case, I am going to be looking to take any long trades, and I am going to be looking to update you guys. But I do see Euro AUD coming to 1.59500, rejecting that region and pushing itself higher. But if we look on a daily time frame, we are in a very good channel on our uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. We've got extended low, but still equal structure. So equal low, lower high, lower low, but still we're respecting the uptrend. Pushed up to make a new higher high, higher low, equal a lower high, back down to create another lower high. A higher low, sorry, before we push up to the upside, in my opinion. But if we snap through this, we can come down to 1.5700, so we can see a 250 pip drop on Euro today across the board, or 250 pip pick up to the upside. GBP pairs all showing relief at early ages of the day, which is great for us. If you look here, we have seen this double top formation that I was watching all yesterday. I'd like to ideally see a breakout of this structure today at 1.228. I'd like to see a breakout of this. If I can get a breakout or retest, I'd look for a short position. But if I can get a rejection or bounce here, what you have got here is this. Look, you've got a 618, I think, coming into play. You have a 618 at this level of support. If we can get GBP pairs all coming into these areas of support, we could potentially then rally back up. So I am keeping a close eye on these pairs, and I am going to be keeping you right up to date on every single pair. Okay. Last pair that I'm really focusing on is Euro JPY as well. Euro JPY, you guys should all be in profit. We took a long position from this region of 118 yesterday, 400. Targets were 119,500, so we may see a pullback and continuation. But I do feel like all Euro pairs are either going to be at an area of support, an area of resistance. Euro JPY is coming to an area of resistance at 119,600. Let's see how price action reacts around that region. We are in a downtrend. I do believe that we may see Euro strength, in my opinion. But I am going to be keeping you right up to date with that. Euro GBP, if you have entered this trade last night, you should be in profit. We've entered the trade at 0.92250. Currently trading at 0.9390. We are seeing weakness in we are seeing weakness across the board for Euro GBP pairs, which is why we're going to see a Euro GBP push up higher. The stop should be at a 10 entry right now, and we are rallying this push up back all the way to 0.900. I am going to be keeping you updated, and for this time being, just hold the trade, put stop loss at entry, and we're in a Euro trade. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I catch up with you later on in the day. Any questions, drop me a message.